Hi, this is the Self 2. This is Hannah Stevens, and I'm Hannah Hodges, and I'll be administering the assessment. Okay, we're going to start with sentence structure. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Point to the picture that shows it smells good. There it is. The flower smells good. Let's try some more. Look at these pictures. Point to the boy that has a ball. Here is the boy that has the ball. Here's some more pictures. Point to the picture that I tell you about. Point to the boy is sleepy. Point to the bear is in the wagon. Point to the girl is running. Point to the girl has a big spotted black and white dog. Point to they like to bake cookies. Point to the boy is not climbing. Point to the spotted puppy is in the box. Point to the baby will find the doll. Point to the boy is being followed by his cat. Point to the boy who is sitting under the big tree is eating a banana. Point to she can get the book. Point to the girl who is standing in the front of the line is wearing a backpack. Point to she is climbing and he is swinging. Point to the woman who is holding the baby dropped her purse. Point to the duck is walking toward the girl. Point to mom showed the dog the cat. Point to the girl is being pushed by the boy. Point to he is ready to go to bed. Point to mom asked, shouldn't you wear your jacket? Point to the first two children are in line, but the third child is still playing. Point to the girl is wearing her new raincoat, although she doesn't need it. Point to she drank the milk before she ate the sandwich. Okay, very good. Now we're going to go ahead and move into word structure. Okay? All right. I'm going to show you some pictures and say some things about it. Now we're going to be moving on to expressive vocabulary. Okay. Look at this picture. It is a bird. Okay? Now let's go ahead and look at some more. Look at this picture. What is it?
A sock.
Now look at this picture on this page. What is she doing?
Crying.
Now let's look at some more pictures. I will point to each picture and then you tell me what you see or what is happening in the picture. Okay? Let's start. What is the girl doing?
Riding a bicycle.
What is this?
A carrot.
What is this?
A green flag.
What is this person called?
Firefighter.
What is this?
A piano.
What is he doing?
Pouring milk.
What is this?
A newspaper.
What is he doing?
Wrapping a present.
You okay?
Excuse me.
What is this?
A footprint.
What is this?
A trophy.
What is this?
A branch on a tree.
What is this?
It's not a kaleidoscope, it's oh my gosh, telescope. Wow.
What is this?
A calculator.
What is this?
A wheelchair.
What is this?
A calendar.
What are these?
Binoculars.
What is this?
An envelope or a piece of mail with a stamp.
What is this person called?
A veterinarian.
What are these group of people called?
The audience.
What is this?
A scale.
Okay, we are all done with that section, and now we'll move into concepts and following directions.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, let's look at these animals. Point to the cat. Good. Now point to the turtle. Very good. Now point to the elephant, the monkey, and the tiger. Wonderful. Now I'm going to show you some more pictures. This time I will say go when I want you to point. Do not point until I say go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Point to the dog. Okay. Point to the fish. Point to the giraffe. Point to the bear. And point to the bird. Very good. Okay, now look at these pictures. There are big animals and small animals. Point to the little cat. Go. Very good. Here's the little cat. Point to the big monkey. Go. Okay. Now I'm going to show you another picture. Point to the dog and then point to the monkey. Go. Okay? Very good. Now let's try some more. Remember to point to the pictures in order that I tell you, but don't point until I say go, so make sure you listen carefully. Point to the tallest animal. Go. Point to both elephants. Go. Point to the animals that match. Go. Point to the giraffe and then to the monkey. Go. Point to the elephant that is next to the giraffe. Go. When I point to a tiger, you point to the giraffe. Go. Point to the turtle that is closest to the cat. Go. After you point to the dog, then point to the cat. Go. Point to the big dog, then point to the little monkey. Go. Point to the monkey that is farthest from the bear. Go. Point to all the animals except the dogs. Go. Before you point to the cat, point to the bear. Go. Don't point to the cat unless I point to the turtle. Go. Okay. Point to the dog before you point to the turtles. Go. Point to the monkey in the top row and then to the fish in the bottom row. Go. Point to the big monkeys and then point to the little cat. Go. Point to either of the cats and all of the bears. Go. Point to the first turtle, then point to the last dog. Go. Point to the second bear and then point to the third cat. Go. Point to the monkey after you point to the cat. Go. Point to the last big bear, the little dog, then to the little fish. Go. Point to the first monkey, the second bear, and the last fish. Go. Okay, and we are all finished with following directions.